Let's talk some Niners here. You're watching the San Francisco 49ers Report. I'm your host, Chase Sr. And Alfred Collins, the Niners' second-round pick of the 2025 NFL Draft back in April, still has not signed his rookie contract. What's the deal? Is this a concern? Well, rookies report to Santa Clara, the SAP Performance Center, for the start of training camp for those respective rookies today, Tuesday, July 15th. Then veterans report on July 22nd. Here's the thing, though. Alfred Collins is by no means the only second-round selection from the 2025 NFL Draft in April who has not signed his contract. This is a league-wide issue, and we've talked about this some right here on the 49ers Report. Matt Mayoko, with this tweet, covers the Niners for NBC Sports Bay Area. Does a fantastic job, and this has to do with everything that we're talking about here on the show, and it's one of the more underrated storylines for the Niners going into training camp and a lot of other teams across the NFL with training camps either starting or just around the corner. Mayoko saying this: rookies are scheduled to report to Santa Clara today for training camp to get going a week earlier than the veterans with mostly strength and conditioning training. Second-round pick Alfred Collins, the defensive tackle from Texas, is the team's only rookie who remains unsigned. And as I mentioned, he is not the only rookie across the NFL who was a second-rounder who still has not signed his contract with training camps getting underway. This is a league-wide issue because Browns second-round pick linebacker Carson Schweschinger out of UCLA and Texans second-round pick wide receiver Jaden Higgins became the first two second-round picks in NFL history to sign fully guaranteed rookie deals, and this was weeks ago at this point. So an entire 30 of the 32 second-rounders are either holding out or haven't signed their deals. So what's going to happen next? How long could some of these rookies not be partaking in rookie minicamp? If they do partake, how long are they going to go without signing their contracts? Well, the current CBA, the collective bargaining agreement in the NFL, dictates that only first-round picks get fully guaranteed deals. So the rest of these second-round picks, their agents, their representation, they're saying, hold on. We're selected around, obviously, after the first-round picks. They get more money, and they get fully guaranteed contracts. The gap between the guaranteed contracts that they get and the money that they get, signing bonus, base salary, all that, is a lot steeper than what second-round picks get. If we're getting lesser money and we're still a premium pick being selected in the second round, these teams clearly like us and they value us as prospects. Hold on. We want fully guaranteed deals too. And I know a lot of you will say, you got drafted. It's time to play. Sign the contract. But you can obviously see where these agents are coming from and where these players are coming from, especially considering that the second-round contracts pale in comparison to what rookie first-round picks get with their deals, and they get the option of a fifth-year option. So that's an additional year of salary and an additional year of them being under contract that they could get that second-rounders do not get. Now, second-round picks, they want these fully guaranteed deals beyond their slotted signing bonuses. And with all of these picks, right, they have these certain slotted signing bonuses for where they get selected in the NFL draft. And so for a player like Alfred Collins, he knows what his signing bonus is going to be. He knows what his contract is going to be with where he was picked early in that second round. But is he going to get a fully guaranteed deal? Could he get a partially guaranteed deal? So the question now becomes, will teams across the league cave, feeling a little bit of pressure? They want these rookies to get acclimated, up to speed. They clearly like the prospect because they took these players in the second round. Or will the team and the players find some type of middle ground? Because we just saw something unprecedented over the weekend. A rookie is holding out. Ian Rappaport, NFL Network, with this news on Chargers rookie second-round pick wide receiver Trey Harris. The deadline for Chargers rookies to report is upon us. This was on July 12th, over the weekend, and second-round pick Trey Harris is officially a holdout. With 30 of the 32 second-round picks unsigned because of a disagreement over guaranteed money, Harris makes the first official stand. Is he going to be the first and only one, or is there going to be a trickle-down effect? And will Harris become the first among many to hold out as a second-round pick? This is very rare, and it's been unprecedented. But there's also a risk from players doing this. If you mess around, you get in trouble, you get hurt, players run the risk of getting no deal at all. We're not sure what's going to happen with Browns rookie running back Quinshon Judkins, who the Browns took in the second round out of Ohio State, but he has not signed his rookie contract. The Browns don't owe him anything, and over the weekend, he was in the news. Quinshon Judkins arrested on a domestic violence and battery charge in Fort Lauderdale, Florida on Saturday, according to the Fort Lauderdale Police Department and Broward County arrest records. I looked at the police report, and the victim consulted with family and friends, and she thought about not coming forward to police because she didn't want to ruin Judkins' career, because obviously this is something that could derail that. Then after thinking on it, she decided to go to authorities. According to the police report, they noticed that she had some visible bruising on her upper body. I think it was around her face. I don't want to get some of those details incorrect, but something like that. And so there's a chance here that Judkins could get suspended 4 to 6 games by the NFL. That, of course, impacts his upcoming salary. What if the Browns take a stance and they say, you know what? No tolerance policy for stuff like this. He hasn't signed his rookie contract. I know we used a second-round pick on him. We don't care. We're not going to even offer him that second-round contract. That's the risk that some of these players run. Imagine if you're doing some off-season training. You pop your Achilles. How does that impact something like this when you have not put your name and ink to paper? As for Alfred Collins' contract details, since he was selected 43rd overall, that signing bonus that I was alluding to earlier, it's already slotted. We already know what it is. It's a $4.1 million signing bonus. He's going to get that. But of course, the question with this guaranteed money, what happens to the remaining 6.2? He can earn up to that throughout the course of his rookie contract, but he's not guaranteed that. And that's what these agents and players are asking for. Another option here that the Niners have at their disposal is that San Francisco could give him a certain percentage of the guaranteed money. For instance, let's throw a number out there. What if the Niners go to Alfred Collins and they say, look, we're not going to go fully guaranteed for a second-round pick who didn't do anything throughout the spring, hasn't accomplished anything as an NFL player, but we'll give you 70, 80, 85% of your rookie contract, and 70 to 85%, just throwing numbers out there, as far as guaranteed money, better than not getting any guaranteed money at all. It is very important, in my opinion, and why I'm concerned about this, for Alfred Collins to get on the field. These reps as rookies are very important. He did nothing in the spring because of a calf injury. The dude is 6'5", 330. Big guy to have a lingering calf issue, which impacted him in the pre-draft process. But also, most importantly, perhaps, the Niners really need him to play a role in 2025. They need this Niners draft class for the sake of this defense to be an impactful draft class that can contribute right away. And along the interior defensive line for this Niners team, they are thin as far as depth goes. I think that these three rookies along the defensive line have an opportunity to start. Michael Williams, C.J. West, and Alfred Collins. If they don't, though, you're looking at Jordan Elliott starting, Kevin Givens, Kalia Davis, or an Evan Anderson. I like Evan Anderson the most out of that crop among the backups, but you have question marks, uncertainty, and a lack of depth at defensive tackle. And if you don't get anything from Alfred Collins, or he's out of shape or injured, you're going to probably need to make a move there. I am really intrigued by the player. I did say this when the Niners took him. I thought they overdrafted him. We had talked about Alfred Collins in the pre-draft process as a player who made sense for San Francisco, needed a defensive tackle, needed to improve the rush defense. He's a really good run stopper, good career at Texas. But I was more so looking at him as a third-round player, not an early second-round selection. But there's a lot to like for sure. 6'5", 332. He has arms that are nearly 35 inches long, and he has a wingspan that is extremely long too. No 40-yard dash in the pre-draft process because of that calf injury, which cost him time in the spring. But he has natural power at that size with that physicality. He's a swatter. He's a really good striker. He has a wide base, so he doesn't go off balance a lot. He has really good body control for that size of 6'5", 330. He is nimble, really good feet. 55 tackles to only 2 missed tackles last year. That's an elite tackle to missed tackle ratio. That's where the size, the feet, the athleticism, the agility, the wingspan come into play. Sometimes he lacks consistent explosiveness. He can get better as a pass rusher, but the traits and the skills are certainly there. What is also a positive here, if you're worried about the injuries, which I'm worried about that as well, is that in college at Texas, he did play in like 64 of 65 possible games. So in his college career, at least in Austin, Texas, for Texas, and that Longhorns program, he was a very durable player. We'll see what happens, but rookies are reporting today. Alfred Collins still has not signed that rookie contract. This Niners cutoff hoodie, fantastic deal. You can wear it in any weather, any time of the year. You'll always look good, and you'll be supporting the Niners. Get them while they're available. On sale right now, $22 off. They were $55, now only $33. How do you do it? Easy. Use that link down below, chatsports.com/49ers cutoff. You use that link, it'll take you to Fanatics. Fanatics will know that I sent you. And, of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Anytime there's Niners news out there, we're always breaking it down, always talking about it. And if you just want Niners talk every single day, I got you covered.